Ooh. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus again. I was just listening to a rally that Bernie Sanders was holding, and it seemed to have had quite an audience. And as I listened, Bernie Sanders articulated on all of the different subjects that are common amongst we as citizens of America, which indicates really that it is common amongst we the people of the world. And I sat there and I'm listening to this, and he was explaining how Trump and Musk and those guys are coming at trying to destroy all of that which has been designed by the people to benefit people that find themselves in some despairing situations in this life that we have structured. But these guys are coming trying to destroy anything that holds and causes a sense of balance. And he wanted to make it known, want the public to be aware of the tricks that are played. And as I listen to that, I'm thinking, wow, this is great. And I'm listening, I'm watching this crowd, and I'm thinking about crowds maybe in other areas. Are they in that number? People who are dissatisfied with what's going on, will they respond likewise? Because they really, as far as I can see, they really must. There's no doubt about that. Anyway, I'm thinking about it. And as we've heard these people refer to these situations that we experience daily, some people call it fascism. Some people call it communism. Some people call it anything. And when people want to try to fix it, they say they're trying to talk about socialism and all of these kinds of things. And in the same atmosphere, while these callings and namings are going on, pain and suffering is the order of the day. Now, for me, just so I can always know who and what I'm talking about, and I'd like to, let you know that's why I call anything that brings pain and suffering to the people, I call that evil. I might sometimes even call it the devil, and I might even sometimes associate Satan with it. But I'm talking about that which causes pain and suffering to you, to the people of America, to the people of the world. I'm calling that Satan, the devil, evil, any of those. And likewise, when something is good, when something is lifting away from the pain, from the suffering, and bringing peace and prosperity and stuff like that, I'm calling that God. Just so you know, when I'm speaking about that which lifts you up out of the mud, free you from that clutches you and binds you, I call that God. So when I'm talking about God, when I'm talking about doing something righteous, I'm talking about the devil. When I'm talking about what's happening that's causing pain and evil. So as I'm listening to Bernie speak, he's saying on the one hand, the devil is causing all of these things as I see it. But here is something that we all understand about what they refer to as God. What I'm referring to it to as God, they refer to it as democracy, Democrat. The Democrat, since they're in power now, they represent so much more, so much better for the American people than anything the conservative Republicans are advocating. Always. And especially now when you got these guys trying to dismantle. No doubt about that. But here is something that we also must understand, or I would like to invite into the conversation. As America is so much better than what is happening right now with the democracy as we understand it, still there is pain and suffering. Still, out of all of this and all of that, here we are with Donald Trump. This is a result of what has taken place throughout the American experience. This has never happened, I don't think, before. I know it hasn't happened in my lifetime, but it's happening right now. It is a result. It's our child. This is America's child. Now, it might be based upon having to do with racism. I'm sure it has a lot to do with racism because this is where America has shown its ugliest face, and they still haven't cleared that. So let's just say that was that ugliness. That's that evilness. That is to say, America is not perfect. And since America is not perfect, then that degree of evilness has been nurturing and flowing around here in America all the time, hiding under the couches, hiding under the rugs, under the chairs. But they're nevertheless blind into every little thing it can get into, government, local, national, wherever, international, business, anything, just there, eating at the core of life. And we might not see it. We might think everything is dandy. But here is Donald Trump. Here is MAGA. Here is the Republicans. And that's the result of the America that has done and ugly things that it has done. So we can't say, let's go back to anything like that. We have to do better than that. And if we're going to call righteousness God, then let us do that which God wants done. See, we might think that, well, the rich might think that the rich people are the most important people. Democrats might think that more people are the important people. But everybody thinks that there are some people that don't matter because there are always those that's left out there that says don't matter. But there's one power that says everybody matter. And that's the power that is responsible for everybody being on the earth. Somebody said, well, if they hadn't had 60 people wouldn't have been born. No, that's just a part of a process. Those people were born by the power that put you here. And it wasn't your mama that put him here. There's another power. And that power is responsible and cares for every last one of us. Not only that, that power provided this earth with the resources necessary to meet that which we have determined are essential for our needs, wants, and desires. Yes, there are systems that set up that presently have allowed people to create their own systems that have given them the benefit of having ownership or titles to the resources that God has provided for everybody. They say they own the oil, they own the steel, they own all the minerals that they find in the earth that they can go and get from other people. They own anything that they can get attached to. And they use this to do and implement the kinds of systems amongst the people of the world that they do. But that's not real. That's not the way things are supposed to be. This is the way they have set up things to be. So it benefits them as it benefits them. It messes over some the way it messes over them, and it messes over the most the way it messes over the most. That's just the way they have designed. The message that you are missing is the truth. The truth is none of that stuff belongs to them. And because it doesn't benefit you, you must know the truth. They are messing over you because you don't know the truth. Now, I don't know. Do they know the truth? I don't know. That's beside the point. You having pain and suffering from a lack of the truth. So you must make the move. What is the move? The move is getting rid of the pain, getting rid of the suffering without causing pain or suffering to anyone else. And what is that? Not listening to systems of men, but listening to a system that says you are okay. Now, that's saying to all of us, we have to make a change, a real change. And our change gotta be that those resources that have been provided for us be used for the things that they are used for, but now for the benefit of all of us. And what and how we justify this is because we all benefit from it. So we all participate in the process of causing a manifestation of an abundance such that none of us would have to suffer any lack. We, each of us, engage ourselves in the process of causing a manifestation of that by choosing a career of the things that's out here to be done that gives us our greatest joy. Because now our joy is the thing that motivates us for work. It is the joy that we receive that allows us to choose the careers that we choose. And choosing these careers and causing that to happen is the result of the manifestation of the things that we made available, the people using the resources that have been provided by that God for the benefit of all the people. We don't do that for money. Our joy is what gives us this. Isn't that something? Our joy makes sure that education is available for everyone. Our joy is why healthcare is denied no one. Our joy is what makes it possible for everybody to have their homes as they desire them. Our joy, my friends, is that which makes it possible for us to get up every morning having a wonderful night's sleep if we sleep at night, knowing that the day is going to be fantastic. Our joy is that which frees us from believing in stuff like war because there's no reason for a war. Nobody's dissatisfied. Everybody's fulfilled and satisfied with their lives. And they're smiling every day, and what they're doing is they're blessing God by recognizing that you and every one of us are creations of God. And we are treated as the best that God has done. Why? Because it is us that God has made. And it is us who reflect God. Us that reflect God. And the evidence that we are led by God is that we shine like the sun. And and ain't no devil taking us nowhere. What do you say about that? I'm asking you to consider making a change. All right? I want to thank you so very much for giving me this your time. Once again, this is Eddie Marcus saying goodbye for now.